What's up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early, completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals.
Mama's calling me.
That's one that I like. Because that's believable.
Yeah.
You know? See, my baby's mama is losing her. I forgot to pay my child support this month. You know.
All right, camera rolling. All right. Dude, this is so exciting. See how this goes. How's it going? Hi, is there a manager on duty right now?
There is. Is there anything I can help you with, or are you?
Yeah, probably the manager, yeah. How's it going? Is it possible, we were here last night, is it possible you guys could print something for us?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you print?
Can I just send it to it? It's like 1 or 2 pages.
Yeah, we have a printing station if you want to log in there, or you can email it to me. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll just email it.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
It takes it a few minutes whenever it comes from inside the building for some reason.
Okay.
So, as soon as I get it.
All right. Where does it print out? Just back there?
Yeah, it'll print in our office.
Okay.
Yeah, if it comes to my email.
Does that have me stop?
Is there a way we can... Where's the other computer in here?
Over.
Oh, okay. Can you just maybe help me? Or...
Yeah, I mean, is it like in your email or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just log in and look at the Gmail.
Okay.
You can just pull up the Gmail web browser, just print straight from the
Got it. Well, let's see. I have to try to email this to you.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I just trying to email it to you. Yeah. Got it. It's gonna pull up right there.
No, well, I have it on I have the notification on my phone.
Got it. Yeah, let me just see if you got it or not.
Sure. Give me just a few minutes.
Okay. Okay, sir?
I got him. Yeah. I got him. I'm good.
Okay. Huh?
Can we talk for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just kind of go over there if you don't mind. Is there a hidden room we can go to where nobody's going to bother you or us? We're filming for your safety. We'll keep the cameras down. You're not going to get in trouble for taking a few minutes off here.
No, it's okay.
Got it. We can just have a seat if you don't mind. Yeah, I mean,
I'm good standing.
okay.
What kind? How can we handle this?
Well, how old are you?
24.
Okay, I'm Gordon. So,
Thanks.
sorry to meet you like this. Look, I know you're young enough to where we can get this stuff turned around, okay?
Absolutely, please.
Yeah, because I know you're not a bad person, okay? You're actually a 24-year-old who, I have my opinion on Gen Z, and you're a 24-year-old who actually works and does and is productive, so I appreciate that, okay? How long have you been working here for?
With the company for almost 2 years.
Okay. Did you go to like college for this?
Yeah, did hospitality management, did 2 programs through them, ended up becoming AGM here.
Good. Do you get paid? I'm not gonna ask how much you make.
Yeah,
Do you get paid?
paid well.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think people that actually are working and doing good stuff should, I think we all have blips and obstacles, and I think we can get through it together. Okay. Like there's a reason I just asked you to print it out rather than say, "Hey, Brett, guess what?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I'm not in the business of telling anybody else. I'm just in the business of keeping you here with us. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So I do want to ask, do you know what I'm talking to you about?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay. How did this stuff kind of start for you, man?
I've had a first of all, not excusable. I know I have a problem. It's
No
been for about a decade.
Okay.
Ended up just getting bored, found out how easy it was, and just fell in from there. Trying to work on getting a therapist for it.
Okay.
Therapists are expensive.
Yes.
I know it's an issue. Realize something had happened the other week. So I cleared everything, trying to get a fresh start on myself mentally, but I do understand it's a problem. So I am trying to work on it.
Yeah.
To avoid having gotten to a point like this.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you need to. I think maybe just some help, okay?
I do.
Have you actually went to therapy for this?
I have not yet. I've been trying to find one that A, I could afford, and B, finding time with
Okay.
work and everything. So
Okay.
I moved down here from Virginia a year
Nice.
ago myself. So
Where in Virginia are you from?
outside of Richmond,
You know where Midlothian is?
from the area.
That's where I'm from originally.
Oh, okay, yeah, from
Yeah.
Amelia originally.
Okay, yeah. Amelia Courthouse?
Mhm.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
right in the area.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I like Virginia better, but yeah, I
Yeah.
guess money brings us to places we don't really like as much, right?
Yes.
But, okay, so I'm curious because, obviously, I think you're more of a good dude who just fell into some shit rather than a guy who's out to hurt anybody. And
I'm just making sure I didn't have that email up on my computer. I'm just going to swipe it from here.
Okay.
It should go away from back there.
Sure.
Sorry, that's all.
That's fine. So, I think it is I think there's just not enough, because when you're an alcoholic, you can get help but then when it comes to this, there's like nobody to really turn to, and I think that's not fair. So about how long did it fall from the adult stuff to kind of the younger stuff?
A few years ago.
Ballpark?
I don't know. I don't know where the pin was.
Okay. How did it start? That like what was the what was the catalyst, or where did it happen where the switch happened?
I don't know what it was, and I've never had it. It's never been an issue, like a physical issue, like in person.
Yeah.
There's no correlation there. I don't know where it came in.
Got it.
Not sure what happened.
Do you know where it was introduced? Like an app or something?
I think I just realized, like, I got curious and found out it's extremely easy to access. And
Yeah.
It just was downhill from there.
Yeah, because I don't know too much about it. Where is it easy to access?
You can literally, like, the entirety of the dark web is available within 30 seconds.
What?
Super easy.
Like
It's way easier than it should be.
well, isn't the dark web always something you can do on the computer?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You can download the app for it. It's basically like a web browser, and it's just
okay. Is that like on the app store, or is it on like the computer?
you just like the computer.
Okay.
You just download it from Google. It's just
God.
easy.
At the hotel computer?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, like, dude.
God no.
Okay.
Not that stupid.
Just your one at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Who was it?
Everything's been wiped from there at the moment, so I'm just trying to figure out how to keep it.
For sure.
going.
Who introduced you to the dark web? Or did you know about the dark web before? And
I mean, I always knew it was a thing.
Yeah.
And then finding out that you could just download it was like it takes like 20 seconds.
Oh.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay.
It's stupid. I don't know how the website's allowed.
Yeah, no, like it's like at some point it's like dangling steak in front of a dog.
Yeah, I think it's like legal to use and access until you do illegal things on it. essentially,
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I appreciate the conversation. I'm just wondering how long it's going to take because I am still on the clock with what.
I hear
what
you.
can we-
You're probably going to owe them some. Well, it's all voluntary, but like I said, I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime to just figure this out here with us. And you know, if this was anybody else talking to you, this wouldn't be an opportunity.
Yeah, and that's always what I've been afraid of. So
I got you.
I kind of figured I didn't know what. Like I could probably read and figure out who you were, but yeah, I was just the moment that I was afraid of. So
I hear you,
hopefully
man.
this will be my kickstart.
Yeah, and I'm here to get this done with you,
I
man.
appreciate
So,
it. Thank you.
but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, how long I want it to be? I'm gonna ask for a little bit of time here. I'm not gonna say, I'm not saying like 3 hours. I'm not saying 2, but yeah, I kind of want to figure out why this happened because I think there is a difference between people that actually go out and do things versus people that are just curious online. And you obviously seem like the second one. But obviously, we don't want this. We don't want to be on the same path that actual bad people are on.
Right. Yeah,
So.
and it's like I said, it is would never come to it in person. So I've never offered
Good.
in person. Like trying to be, I don't care for. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I do know it's wrong, and I
Yeah.
don't want to go that route.
Absolutely. So on the dark web, what are some of the stuff they're displaying?
Maybe, and you'd rather not know. It's not even just for young. I mean, you can get drugs, weapons, anything.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
How fast can you access this stuff?
If you know how to find it, what you're looking for, 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Because what I care about is actually the people that make this type of stuff, not the curious eyes. Whatever. Who doesn't
Right.
have those? So where would theoretically, if I were to go basically down your path, what would I do? So I download the Tor browser. I know that part.
The Tor browser.
So then
And
what? Then what would you type in or something?
Just start plugging and searching for links to other links to links, and then you just
Okay.
kind of dig it.
What would some of these links be called?
I'd rather not say it. I don't know. Well, actually, I don't even know because they have like their character in the user browser like 100 characters. So they like a long.
Okay.
I'm not even sure
Got it.
how I got there.
But what's kind of like what has to be? I'm not asking for your sake. I'm asking
Yeah.
so I can basically try to track these videos down and actually find the people making this stuff because I know it's probably out of the country.
I have
Or-
no idea.
or I don't know.
I have no idea how it's based.
Okay.
Not a clue.
Got it.
I don't know how they operate.
Got it. But like, what would you search in so I can come across these links?
I mean, you can just search for girl, boy, anything to just kind of get, whatever you're thinking of looking for, just start searching and following from there.
Okay. Got it. And what were kind of the age ranges shown on the dark web and stuff?
Whatever, anything, 0 to 17.
Like people are really doing babies on there?
Yeah, like it doesn't, all of it.
Holy. Was that something that you were interested in?
No.
Okay, not the babies.
No.
Okay. All right. I was just like, okay.
No.
Okay. So that's just kind of that popped up.
Yeah, and it's not really sorted. It's just kind of all there.
Oh, so it's like a buffet. It's like if you want the chicken, you're gonna have to go through the quesadillas and all that crap.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am curious. I mean, that's new to me. I'm not saying that this is something you liked or wanted to watch, but like, what are they doing to babies in these videos? That
I don't know. I didn't get into that one.
okay.
Any of the stuff I watched was usually innocent. I didn't like force.
Okay. Well, I respect
I didn't
that.
like pain.
Okay.
It was more of just the general interest and stuff like that. So.
Okay, got it. So what would you say, like, what do you mean by innocent stuff? Like,
I'm not sure. I don't know what I'd say to go. Yeah, I don't know.
no, I get it. I mean, I know there's a difference between like a film versus, somebody.
Right.
Well, like, what would you say the innocent stuff would? Like, what's kind of the distinction, at least in your head, that you made?
I don't really know how to describe it.
I'm not here to judge you, man.
I don't. And I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't know. Like, it was just more like not. I didn't like seeing pain or force or any. Basically, just the opposite of anything that was like that.
Okay. So what would be like? I mean, I think I know what you mean, but what would be like not pain or force?
Like just gentle touches, or not even touch, like a bath, like in the bathtub video, something like that.
Just consensual,
Consensual stuff.
As consensual as young could be.
relatively consensual.
Right, to where the kid's not like physically in pain?
Correct.
Okay. Just throwing it out there, what were some of the, I mean, of course, like I know nobody's wearing their age on their forehead, obviously, but like, what were some of the ages where that non-force stuff is happening?
Like I said, any and all, essentially, like Todd to teen, it doesn't really matter.
Todd?
Toddler.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's not, there's like a guy named Todd taking a bath. You can find it on probably.
Any and all.
Okay, got it. So you mentioned touching too. Like, what kind of touching would be going on in these videos?
Again, could be the guy in the video, could be him, and the person, any and all.
Yeah, but like who's touching who or what's touching what?
Both, all, everything, it's all.
Yeah.
All there, like, all.
Okay. So stuff where it's like touching the kids is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's videos too where a kid does it on the guy. Okay. So did you kind of see like, I guess, boys and girls, or were you more a girl guy, or both, or?
I said seen both. It didn't really matter.
Okay, got it. What other apps does this kind of happen on, or websites?
That's the main one that I realized, and then I fell down a rabbit hole the other last month, realizing that people were doing it on Instagram too.
Really?
You can't find there's not the content on there, but like people that were trading for the content and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I knew that was not a good idea, so I just tried playing it careful. So that happened. So.
For sure. So you said the content was on Instagram. So where do they go from Instagram?
They would trade it on Telegram.
Telegram.
And send like larger files back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't call me stupid. What's Telegram?
It's just like a secure message, like WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
It's
WhatsApp.
like, it's like one of those.
Yeah, I got family in Mexico, so I get WhatsApp. You're speaking my language, you're home,
It's
right?
like
Yeah.
one of those.
Okay, I hear you, man.
Same type of thing.
Got it. So on Telegram, they mentioned bigger files. What are the file formats that they're doing?
They go through Mega. I don't even know what type of app it is. It's like a file storing or sharing app, I guess, that has similar security and stuff to Telegram and WhatsApp.
Oh,
they use
okay.
it anonymously, I guess.
So like Adobe on steroids, pretty much.
I guess I didn't really use Adobe.
Oh, but like it's like a file app, pretty
Pretty much.
Okay, so it would be like, I guess, Google Docs on steroids.
Pretty. Yeah.
Okay, I hear
Something
you.
like that.
Got it. So they would use mega apps, and again, because you are only 24 and you're not the guys, or you're not the 50-year-old with the ice cream truck around the school,
Right.
and I think
I don't want to be.
no, and I actually think you don't like these people.
No.
So do you have kids of your own?
I do not yet.
Okay, but are you like married right now?
I have a girlfriend.
Okay, but like obviously I know like you wouldn't want anything happening to your nieces or nephews or.
No, and my girlfriend knows I have a. She doesn't know how bad. So she does want to help me try to do it, and then I even had her set like the parental control thing.
Yeah.
So a random passcode. So
Sure.
I try to limit it on my phone at least, but then there's like Reddit. We didn't block that, so we're something I'm working on.
Reddit for many reasons it's not a good
It's
app.
not a good app. No.
Yeah, no, because like I said earlier, man, I really think you're more of the person that just needs help because I don't think you're. Basically, if I thought that you were actually a threat, I wouldn't talk to you, man. I think basically your role here is to help us actually find the real bad guys and like Telegram. I never heard of that till.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's
Yeah. I didn't realize it was a thing until recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mega, how big are these files that they're sending via Mega?
Could be 1 gigabyte to 20. Heard people had 50 to 80. I don't know.
Okay.
And then you can accumulate different groups. So probably people have hundreds of gigabytes.
Okay.
Or even a terabyte. I'm not sure.
Terabyte.
1,000 gigabytes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could talk hypotheticals, but just from your experience, so we know what would be true about other people for sure. Because we could say like, oh, well, they probably have this, but what in your experience have people shared around?
Comes back to anything and everything.
No, but like gigabytes. Like, what's the biggest gigabyte size you've seen with Mega?
Probably around 20s.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many pictures or videos did that equate to?
Depends on file size. Hundreds, thousands, depending. If it's just pictures, pictures are gonna be smaller than videos. So
Yeah. No.
hundreds.
Makes sense. Hey, I'm not the smartest guy, but I know that.
I know.
Okay, bro.
I hear you.
Okay, so people have so how does that kind of work with getting sent mega links or send how does that kind of what kind of initiates that?
I think people would go through the Instagram route,
Okay.
and then realize that people had similar interests, and then they would just take it to Telegram and then go from there essentially.
I see. So it'd be are mega links something like people trade around?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, got
It's
it.
almost like currency. As stupid as that sounds.
Oh, but it's a good way to put it. I appreciate that. So on mega links, do they title these links anything?
Not that I noticed. They're more. Oh, I didn't see they would file names, but I noticed that the links were they looked like a regular hyperlink.
Well, what would the file names be? Just as an example, or one you can remember as an example.
Some would just be girl boy, simple.
Mm-hmm.
Some would just be random. I guess try to be more anonymous.
Okay. The girl boy is pretty implied, you think?
Pretty implied, yeah.
Okay.
Were there any age ranges in the file names, like something year old this, something year old
There
that?
may have been. I don't know if I remember specifically.
Okay.
Okay. In Megalinks, and I think with Megalinks, it literally has a link in the name. I think that's something we can track back to some of these people that have tried to send some your way.
Yeah, you probably can. I know if I went to open one, some of them would say that they were already deactivated
Sure.
and gone, so I don't know how real of a tracking it is, or if they're more anonymous. I'm not really sure.
Maybe it's like the disappearing thing. I don't know.
Some I think were, or you can set your Telegram to delete everything.
Oh, okay.
Too, so
Got it.
both.
What were some of the age ranges on the Megalinks that people have tried to send your way?
All.
Even babies on there?
Maybe a few, or maybe some had their. If it wasn't requested, maybe they didn't send certain things. I don't know. There may have been a few in there.
Okay, got it. What would you say is an age range on the Megalinks that was for sure there? What to what you'd say?
Toddler and preteen.
Okay, so that's there's no hypotheticals with that one.
That's usually that's probably the chunk of it.
Okay, got it. So the infant is more of a rare thing in your experience?
What is?
The infant's more of a rare thing in your experience?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely more rare. Yeah, I don't know if that's what some people are specifically looking for. Maybe it's easier to get, but no, didn't care for that.
Yeah, I feel you. At least there's a line there.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
try.
a big line, I think, because,
Yeah.
I get it, there's an age of consent, but there's also an age of at least knowing what's going on versus just being completely defenseless. And, I think that's where, I think morally that's where everybody can draw the line.
Yeah.
Unless you're just too far gone, but I don't think you are.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah. So I guess some of these toddler videos, say that we're in a mega link, pick one that you can remember and kind of what happens in it, and because what we want to figure out is the language is being spoken in it,
Right.
the race of the kid, not like your matters, but we want to know.
I would say 90% of them are Russian.
Russian?
I have no idea. A lot of it comes from Russia, Central America. It's rarely American from anything I saw. It's usually, I think, places that don't have it more.
Is the writing in Russian as well?
I don't know if I saw a ton of, well, like some of like the folders, you mean?
Right, just the file name, stuff like that.
Some of them were, but it's more of the, just the languages that were being spoken.
Okay.
And what typical like sex acts, like what kind of sex is happening with the toddlers? And this is something that's going to help us find a producer, because we don't really care about guys downloading and trading it. Really, the only good that we could do is to potentially find a producer and save a child, and that's what this is about, saving children.
Yeah,
that's the kind of person I see you are,
it never
someone that wants to
seemed-
save
It never
children.
seemed to be any like sole producers. It was usually just hundreds of random single videos that people had collected.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I could ever lead you back to.
But what type of is happening in it? Because this is something that could really narrow it down to us.
Again, not to be like frustrating. It's just whatever you can think of.
Is there?
Yeah,
Okay. What about
both.
as well? Okay.
Any and all between.
And what's the setting typically? Like the background of the videos?
I guess home.
Home? Is there any type of furniture visible? Anything like
Maybe
that?
some. Like I said, there were hundreds, and it's not like there's hundreds at one location. It's just hundreds from
Right.
random, and they're all different.
Other than Russian, have you seen anything that was American specifically, where they were speaking American English in it?
I mean, I'm sure there were a few that they were not as frequent.
Okay, what were the age ranges of those?
Any young to preteen again, any and all.
So did you see any preteen ones that were American?
I'm sure it did at some point.
Okay.
I don't know if they could have been from recent to years ago.
Is that also all different types of oral?
Okay.
Okay.
Just fully curious because, like I said, I think this is it's more of a than just specifically this, because I don't doubt that you just type in also like big titty milfs, whatever. Like it's just I think,
plenty.
That's my vice.
Plenty of regular too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's both.
yeah, it's not. And the thing that separates you is like it's not targeted. It's just it's just your. It's hard to rub it. Like it's really not even. Yeah, but I mean, it's still serious enough to talk about. But I think it's also like at a point to where it can be stomped out rather than what I mean.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Absolutely. So just curious, so what was is there a certain type of video or a certain video you kept coming back to, or?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think I've done like a hard reset and wiped everything like 3 times already, so I didn't really hang on to most of them long enough to keep around.
Okay. What age ranges were you most curious about?
I don't know if I had a particular range. It didn't care for the benefits like we said, but
Okay.
I don't know if I cared much beyond that for particulars.
Okay. So I mean, if we're at a point where, I mean, so basically toddler on up is just stuff that you would get a little bit carried away with?
Yeah, kind of.
That's totally fine. Again, because I think infants would be too far gone, but even as far as it sounds, even if it's toddlers, I think that's, at least there's a body shape there, and so it's not fully out of there.
When you said a hard reset, you're talking about your phone?
No, I've up until about a month ago, right?
You got all of it off your phone?
Yeah, I've never, hadn't been on my phone since, I never had anything related to my phone until about a month ago when I found out about the Instagram thing.
When you got
Actually, laptop.
when you got carried away with it, did it fill up your gallery pretty fast? Like, did it get to that point?
No, it was never in my actual phone.
Okay.
I would have like the Telegram links in there and then just open them in the app separately to try to keep the anonymity to it.
Sure.
Right.
So I tried to never have it on my phone.
It was all in your Telegram?
Right.
Okay.
Which I've since deleted that account. And the Megan Links one, and you can use it just as a guest, so it doesn't even store anything in it. So I never made an account.
Sure.
Right.
So I want to ask here because I think at this point you probably know that we were posing as the account on Instagram.
That makes sense.
Did you have the account? I think obviously having Bread Easter self-explanatory is your account. There's another account here. How did you get the name Pizza?
I realized apparently the pizza is the code that they're using on Instagram, I guess.
The code for
Just anything.
anything? Well, I like pizza.
I have no idea. I never actually found out what the source of the code meant.
Okay.
That's just what I found out people were using.
With the child stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we said I have around 10 gigabytes of video, so hopefully we can work something out. Where was that?
In the like in Telegram links.
In Telegram links? Okay. So by work something out, what does that mean?
A trade.
To trade, okay. So don't, like I said, like he said earlier, like we don't care about traders. We just kind of want to find the reasoning behind it. Like how many times or when did you start not only just kind of looking, but kind of trading too?
The trading only began about a month ago.
About a month ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really all that came out of that.
So how does that kind of go down? Because obviously we didn't trade with you on the daddy-daughter account because,
Yeah.
we didn't want to do that. But how does that kind of go down like with other people? Or how did that go down in your experience?
Usually people would either message like me if they were interested in that, they would go to Telegram, where it was like nobody ever really did Instagram. They usually went to Telegram.
Sure.
And then you just send whatever you have and it just goes from there.
How do they communicate specifically? Like, is there specific things that they would say? Because this is what can help us really narrow it down.
Easy as trade question mark.
Trade question mark?
Really?
Or they'll just send you their Telegram link and just go over there.
So it's pretty implied when they do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do people just start sending images, or is there like specifics talked about after that?
Depending on what they were looking for.
They tell you what they're looking for, or you tell them what you're looking for?
Kind of. Mine were all just random accumulations. So
Okay.
It's specifics, essentially.
Okay.
In your experience, what did people look for when they were texting you?
It depended. Some didn't care. Some wanted specific things, but I didn't have specifics. So I was just like, just have whatever.
Okay. How did you send that whatever? Like, did you have like a mega link or how did you send it?
Somebody, like, I would just take one that I had already gotten.
Okay.
And just send it to them, essentially.
Okay, got it. So this was a little bit specific though, the 10 gigabytes. Was that specific, like what were the 10 gigabytes specifically for? Like why'd you say 10, not 9 or not 11?
I
Like
just had 10.
you had 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was stored, you said on a Telegram chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that like a private chat to yourself?
It was just one that somebody, like, it was a one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, was your plan to just basically take those 10 gigabytes and just send it on over to us if we were interested?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, got it. So realistically, you said if it's been going on for a month, how many times do you think people have traded with you?
In the low 10s range. Since I don't know how many people I had messaged at that time.
Got it. Okay, so just maybe a dozen or two.
Maybe. Yeah, probably less. Maybe less than 20, probably.
Okay, fair enough. Any other apps where people try to trade on?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Any that you just heard of that maybe?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Sure.
I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't get into that scene until recently.
On Telegram, was there anything other than like messages and trading? I heard that some of those apps have groups.
I never found my way into a group.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think they exist. I don't know how I ever got them.
Were there groups on Instagram associated with that as well, or any other apps that brought you to
Not on
Telegram?
groups. They would have like there were Telegram groups,
Telegram groups.
or I heard of them but never got.
Okay.
Okay, so everything was just individuals hitting you up.
Mostly individuals.
Okay. So going back to the dark web, you said, so it started on the dark web, then Instagram was kind of more recent. Okay. The dark web, that's kind of eating at me because, obviously anybody can just get Telegram, but dark web kind of seems more like kind of
Yeah.
people can't.
Like a free access type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said, how does it work on the dark web again? Because I wasn't really clear. You said
It's a forum.
a forum.
Open forum. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm so computer literate. I'm so sorry.
I don't know how to describe a forum.
I've got an idea what a forum looks like, but
Yeah.
what, are there different categories? Like, what is it? What's the style of that forum?
It's essentially category based.
Okay.
Just go in from there.
What are some of the categories that you know on the forum?
Different age groups, genders, soft versus hardcore.
Okay.
Was it threads within the forums?
Yeah.
That had different things? So how many threads, like if you go to one forum, or the forum that you're talking about? Thousands of threads, okay.
Tens
Okay.
of thousands,
Tens of thousands of threads, not messages, but threads.
probably. I don't want to just be suspicious because I'm still on the clock. And I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, dude, I appreciate everything, man. I think what you should.
I'm actually even still happy to talk at some other point too. If you want to continue, I just don't want to be too.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I think what you should tell them is just like.
I'll just tell them you're interested in meeting space, and we were talking about group sales or something like that.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think you should still say we're. And obviously that's up to you, but I think you should still say we're like just talking prices because, and like what it is because Brett, like. The amount of people the amount of like understanding you've given us about what these actual bad people are doing, we really appreciate. And like I said, it's an opportunity of a lifetime to just be the one to, because dude, there's nobody else that would be as forgiving as we are.
I appreciate it.
So I would just tell her, hey, it might be a little bit longer, but like I said, dude, I know you're young. Basically, I want this to stop. So I think in your case, it's going to stop if we can actually get you some help. So I don't, but like I said, I do actually want to keep figuring this stuff out because the dark web I know nothing about. I want to know more about the dark web. So I would just go tell her, dude.
Do you know how much longer you guys would want?
What time is it now?
1 o'clock? 1 at 5?
I would say no longer than 2, to be honest.
Another hour?
I'd say no longer than that.
It may not even take that long.
Yeah, that's just what I think. I think we can cover everything by then.
Can I schedule to continue talking with you guys like later?
We got to get running, dude.
Yeah, this is we're trying to just give you this opportunity to address this privately, and then that way you're back on the right path. We've got what we need to catch a producer, and
Give me like 2 seconds.
sure. I mean, I feel like we got enough to call at this point.
Yeah.
He said he had it on his phone. He said that, right.
Yeah, you go call him.
Can you text him, or actually, do you want me to call, or is he calling outside?
He's not
already?
calling.
He's not calling. You think I should just call now?
Yeah.
Okay. You shut that off.
I'll just get back to you when you come back.
Dude. Gosh, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, my friend's taking a piss. I don't know. I think he's getting a charger for his phone. But,
Can I ask you where you chose?
oh, dude, it's literally. Hang on. Dude, it's literally just for safety. Like, I'm not here to
You
blast.
don't have a channel.
No, man, I'm not here to blast you or anything.
I understand.
I mean, you've already been on TV. You were like, weren't you in Despicable Me anyway?
I've had that before. I've caught that before, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. You're a guru.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's all good. It's making light of it, buddy. Anyway, so basically, how threads work, it's a category, and there's subcategories within that category.
I don't know if it goes to that deep of a level, but
Mm-hmm.
you can just open the category, and it's just files that videos people post.
Oh, okay. So basically, if I were to, so what are some of the age ranges they display on there? Like,
Whatever you're looking for.
okay, so there's like infants, toddlers on there that people can open.
Not as frequent on those.
Mm-hmm.
That's still even more on the rare side. That seems to be the general, like, even within people that are into that. Like,
Sure.
Even still, that's kind of like even those more people seem to kind of have a line they're on.
Got it. Well, that's good to know.
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
What would you say is the most common age range displayed like on the dark web?
Back to like the toddlers or preteens.
Okay.
That's like anywhere in there.
Got it. So it's like evenly cutting the pie between all these like toddlers and preteens, you'd
I
say?
would say so.
Okay, fair enough. So what would be the point? Like, what's your goal when you kind of watch these videos?
I don't know if there's a goal. It's more actually just usually after the fact, to just have like the reflection of like this is bad.
Okay, got it. Post clarity?
Pretty much,
Okay.
but in like severe form.
Yeah, I hear you. So this is not, like, again, not judging. I know it's a weird question guy to guy, but are these like videos that too sometimes?
I mean, yeah, I guess if that's what if a goal.
Yeah. Okay. When's the last time you take a CP?
Not since I not since I got rid of it. I guess 2 weeks ago was
Okay.
when that account got deactivated. It actually took away my personal account too. So, yeah, 2 weeks when I have so far gotten rid of everything else.
I see.
And like I said, I'd done like a hard reset in the past where I would get the clarity of like, I need this gone. But I'm hoping that this one is going to be losing it, because actually I didn't realize I could have lost my personal Instagram account, which
Sure.
is now gone. So I was very upset about that.
Did your girlfriend question you about that?
She did. I just said Instagram deactivated it, and then actually through the personal email, it actually didn't give a reason. So I said there wasn't a reason, and then I actually was going to try to appeal the personal account at least, try to get that back if any hope. But the appeal link is broken, so I don't know if that's going to happen. So
What's the reason for the what's the reason they gave you on the other one?
I don't even know. Didn't even try to look and investigate it. Just wrote it as a loss and moved on.
Gotcha.
Tried to just take that as a moving on point.
Fair enough. So what do you think he was bringing you back after these hard resets?
Just the curiosity, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've gone on a reset?
That's a great question, and I don't know. I don't know if I ever timed it, because I still had the normal, so it never really felt like we were getting much of anywhere.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a reset, it was just that part of the...
Yeah, I've tried doing resets as an entirety. Like I said, tried blocking it off my phone, and then realized if it's not on my phone, I rely more on my laptop. So now I'm trying to figure out how to block it off my laptop. Those programs cost more money because they can block them all out. So that's my next idea, is to try to get it off the laptop too, so I can try to not have it as much as a attractor, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So where would this, I'm just fully curious, where would this stuff be, like, where does it go on the laptop? You said get it off your laptop. Where does it go? Is there like...
Just to your files.
Okay.
Which is probably not a great idea. I had a flash drive for a while that I tried to separate it out with, and then basically just got lazy and wasn't putting it over there anymore. So just straight to files.
Got it. So a flash drive, so like a little, just stick it in
like a USB drive.
Okay. What was on the flash drive?
Anything that I just put it on the flash.
Okay, so some of the CP stuff. Okay.
Pretty much.
Got it. Do you know how to properly dispose of a flash drive?
No, I guess not.
Like, I don't
if
mean...
you're asking.
Well, I don't
if you
mean...
do, I don't.
Okay, yeah. I don't mean just throwing it away. I mean, like, do you actually know how to, like, properly, like, dispose of it?
No.
Okay. Where to be right now, I can give you the instructions on how. Do you have a... Well,
I don't know. I know the flash drive is empty. It's probably in my bed. It's probably somewhere in my apartment. I'm not actually sure.
So you didn't like, but you didn't like just throw it in the landfill, did you?
No, I have it. It's just empty.
It's empty.
Like there's nothing on it.
How's that?
I just deleted the stuff off.
Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you.
It's empty, but I don't know if there's like a more formatting option.
Yeah. Here, I could text you the instructions. Can you put your phone number in? Sure. Sorry.
This isn't just a ruse to get my phone number, is it?
I mean, dude, I could just always look it up online.
Probably could.
I'm not some genius. Okay. Oh yeah, you are different. You're from that area. I hear you.
Yep, from the 804.
Yeah, I got an 832 now because I lived in Houston for a little bit.
I never changed mine.
Got my text.
Yes.
Got it. Was that a ruse to get my phone number?
No. Respectfully, I don't need y'all's contact.
Oh, okay, baby. Well, I'm always free tonight, baby. I'm always free tonight.
Maybe you guys can help me out.
Yeah, well, I can give you instructions on that because obviously the metadata is still there on the flash drive and everything.
Okay, probably I didn't I don't think I reformatted it or anything.
You just did a soft delete.
Yeah,
okay, got it. What about on your computer? How many files do we have to get rid of on there?
I mean, they're gone. like I said, never did like reformatting.
Okay.
But shoot, my computer knowledge, I don't have it back.
So it looks basically here. I'm going to show you. So
Like I know you can reformat a computer.
Yeah.
But I don't have the knowledge of having to even get them back from their current point, so I didn't feel the need to.
Right. So you basically did the equivalent of just this right here, just delete.
Yeah, and then I took them out of the recycling. Like, so as far as taking them out of the recycling bin too.
Okay.
Like to not
Okay.
just pull them back out of there.
God, there's
Once they're out of the recycling bin, I'm sure there is ways to recover them.
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's beyond my capacity and knowledge of carrying.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 'cause, I hear you. So just curious, because again, like if we're going the help route here, I want to know how deep it with the accumulation went. What would you say that is the max amount of gigabytes you had on your computer of the child stuff?
100 gigabytes, maybe. That's probably what I had accumulated a month ago through Telegram stuff. So
Got it.
probably usually around 100.
So Telegram was on the computer too?
You can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do both.
Did you do both?
I had it downloaded on my computer, so I could access messaging.
So Telegram's an app you get on the computer?
Pretty
Or,
much.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty-
It's
yeah.
not like, I thought you didn't go to the website or?
You can download it from their website.
Oh,
and
okay.
Run it as an app. Kind of like you can do WhatsApp on your computer too, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's literally just a knockoff WhatsApp.
Yeah, kind of. I guess that's the best comparison I can think of.
Got you. Do you have the card for the guy?
Well, I'm sorry?
Do you have the card for the therapist, dude?
Oh, what was that guy's name?
Do you have a guy that you guys normally work with around here?
Well, yeah, we actually do. Well, we have some resources. There's a lot of resources online that you could use, even anonymous resources if you want to keep your name out of things. It's actually being recognized, being a minor. It's really not even the word anymore. Is not really even used. It's really minor attracted person is the word that's used now, and it's basically the way that I see it is you caught it off the internet. If it wasn't for the internet, I don't even think you would have been this way.
No, probably didn't. And it started, like I said, 10 years ago when I was
The
13.
Absolutely.
the internet's just a bottomless pit of filth that just ruins good men like yourself. But again, given your age, there's still plenty for you to come back. And
Yeah, I don't think I had caught how bad the was until a few years ago. And then even a few years before that, I was like, oh, like everybody that watches.
Yeah.
That was the point where I should have caught it. And then it wasn't until a couple years after that where I was like, no, this is a problem. And now I'm even a few years beyond that. So
how bad did the CP get? Like how often were you to
I
it?
don't know if it was necessarily to that specifically. It was just in general. And then I
Right.
would just pick whichever day I wanted to.
Well, how often did you watch anything?
It's pretty much once a day. It's like
Okay.
Do it once a day?
Sometimes twice. It's like twice a day, yeah.
Sure. And
Usually,
what percentage of the time you watch would be the younger than 18 stuff?
25%.
Okay.
Not as often.
God, we're still talking like 2 times a week though.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Got it.
Absolutely. So what you said that one thing that you mentioned was the parental controls on your phone that your girlfriend put on there. That really shows me that you do want to turn this around because that's definitely a step in the right direction.
I'm working on it, and I had hoped that because my phone was the main detractor for a while. So I was hoping that when that cleared off, it would help kickstart me. We did that a few months ago. And then once my phone was gone, I realized how much I could rely on my laptop. So now my laptop is the problem. So now I got to work on getting the laptop out of the equation too. So it's just
Is there a way to get maybe those same parental controls installed on your laptop?
there is not a free option that I've found.
How much would it cost?
It's like $8 to $10 a month, depending on the program, which
Yeah.
could either sound like not a lot or a lot to some people. But I got a new car, student loans, apartment, rent. I'm just trying to figure out how to get that in there. And actually, I need to find a way that because there's not one that I found that like just strictly blocks, they're all like a parent account, kid account.
Okay.
So I think what I'm gonna try to do is have my girlfriend download the same thing and then have her have like the access and essentially treat my account as like the kid account.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan.
Great idea. Yeah, that's
That's a good plan.
Next one.
But at some point, you need to be the adult too.
Right. Yeah, well, that's what I just meant, like as a, because like if
Yes.
if I have
Yeah, I know.
the passwords to the account, I can just give myself access to whatever. Essentially, you can just
For sure.
I'm just gonna try to trial of one and essentially try doing it that way, and then it was like it would block it, and then it was just like, oh, you have to request access, and then it's just as easy as like boop and then approve, and then, so I tried finding one that I could just set up myself, but it needs like I need the extra accountability.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, everybody. I mean, I had training wheels on my bike at one point. I mean, everybody needs that little boost. And if you have a girlfriend who's supportive of that, man, well, God bless her, right?
Yeah, I appreciate her.
She's great.
Absolutely. And then, you know, some of the producers that we're trying to find even have like stuff with in it. Have you seen anything like that? I mean, I know you're not into it, but
I would maybe see that it was there.
okay.
Just to
What type of bestiality was it? Like what animal? I know it's disgusting, but
I didn't get over there.
okay.
Did they ever just have a megalink where they sent some of that?
Not for that. No, I never got that category. No.
Okay.
I know it's there,
Okay.
but no, it was not for.
Were there any animals that they said were there?
I think the primary one was probably just
Dogs?
I think. I did not. I think
Oh, baby mama drama. Hey, I'll be right back, bro. I forgot to pay my child support this month.
He's a slick back hair.
Hello?
He's a heartbreaker. He's a heartbreaker, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, you said earlier, you know, when it came to younger ladies under 18, like I don't mean pictures, but I mean, you said you've never asked for a meetup or anything like that.
this is my other AGM.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, take your time, dude. No. I want to make this uncomfortable situation as comfortable for you as possible.
God, I can't imagine having a baby mama like that, dude.
I know.
No offense to, what's his face?
An Indian man.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
You can continue with your question. I'm just keeping up the.
Here. Okay. So I want to ask because when I heard like I haven't asked for a meetup with anybody, have younger ladies under 18 kind of communicated with you online before?
None that I can know are genuine. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Like I don't know if there could have been more people like you guys that were trying to target. So I usually just try to not mess with that route.
Okay. So what do you mean none that were genuine? Like how did that go, or what was kind of the deal with that?
I didn't usually take that risk to find out. So like, even if I don't really think I had any that ever tried. So I don't really know. I didn't go down that route.
I mean, were there any just times where somebody like at least saying they were under 18 tried to talk to you?
I don't think I had any in that Instagram account, and then that was actually the only time I've ever. When I had that Instagram account, that was the only time I could talk to anybody else. Period. Usually forums, just go in and download.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had any reach out like that.
Okay. God, did you reach out to any like that? No? Okay. I want to ask you, have you come across any people trying to sell like the young stuff?
Yeah. There's a ton, like lots of people that are advertising to sell, and then there's some that are just going to trade that don't care about the money, I guess.
Or they just do it for the right reason. They don't care about the financial aspect.
I guess, yeah.
That's right. They're genuine people. Okay. So how much are they typically selling this? Like, what are they selling first and foremost?
They'll sell the mega links that the same people are trading, but I guess maybe they're larger files. I guess.
I see. How much have they sold them for?
Like $20 a piece, I guess. It's what they were advertising.
Okay. Do you know what medium they're advertising on? Like, for example, like they have PayPal, Cash App. Like, what are they using?
I think a lot of them said they took anything.
Okay. Have any tried to DM you specifically to try to get you to buy?
Not to buy, no.
Okay. Has there been a time where you were curious and just spent the $20?
No, I try to never. I didn't see any point in spending the money if you can just trade, like, or download off of.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, I know you tried, but was there a time where where one or two times where you just bought?
I don't think. No, I don't think so. I think I tried to keep it free.
Okay.
Like, why? Yeah, why?
Yeah, I hear you. So what do you think? I mean, are you planning on telling your girlfriend the truth about this?
I've thought about it and debated on it. I know she's supportive with, trying to get the regular out of the way.
Sure.
If I were, at some point, I think it would be after having gone through therapy to think that it was, gone and solved and handled, and just kind of bring it up like hey, I think I've got a handle on this now. But I don't know. I hadn't decided. That's pretty big bomb.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be open and honest, which is why I brought. Like, she knew about it pretty early on into the relationship. Like, I was pretty upfront about it, and we've been trying to work on it since then. So.
Has she ever threatened to like break up with you over it?
No, actually, no. Which is why I can't lose this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're long distance right now, actually. So.
She's in Virginia.
She's in Pennsylvania. Actually.
Oh.
So. Yeah, we're all over the place. So I've appreciated her help in trying to get the regular side of it out of the way, and hopefully we can just take them hand in hand and knock out both.
Yeah.
At the same time.
So I guess she's pretty non-judgmental about it.
I mean, I think she goes like the route you were talking about. Like starting as a 13-year-old, you were pretty much attacked. Like that's really where it came down to. So.
Do you think that, how do you think she'd respond if you told her about the child? I don't know, I'm asking you to call her, but that's your decision to make. But
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty jarring, obviously. So I'm not sure. Part of me would hope that she's accepting, because I am working on hopefully trying to find the steps to get those out of the way. So I don't know.
Got it. So when you delete and do the hard reset, just be honest, is the temptation still there? Like, is it a demon you're fighting
It's
still?
been less of a temptation recently, because I think I realized how bad I felt in the last month. Because there hadn't really been much of that real threat crossing into my life, essentially.
Yeah.
So I think I realized that about a month ago, and then that was kind of like, I think, my breaking point of, hey, stop.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, did you ever anticipate a day where there'd be like a confrontation about this?
no, I thought I had played everything safe enough.
By using the same
Well, actually, I didn't realize. How did you connect it to Valen?
Well,
If you don't mind me asking.
I think on one of your accounts it just said, hold on. No, like I think literally just one of the screenshots. I mean, just on the Brett Easter account, you're saying let's move to Telegram.
Oh, I think that was before I realized I should have made a new, like a burner account.
Okay.
That was probably, yeah. I think that was when I started to realize it was on Instagram, period. And then I did the burner account after that, so.
Okay. How often do you see accounts that say like pizza this, pizza that?
Up until recently, never. I don't even know how I fell into the rabbit hole, realizing it was there to begin with.
Sure.
I'm not sure how it came up.
Okay. Are there, on Telegram, do you know if some of the people that traded with you were American?
Couldn't tell you. Everybody had like a username, so I have no idea.
Okay. Were there any like numbers attached to those usernames ever, if you could remember?
Like a phone number?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
Not that I could have access to.
Got it. So dark web, Telegram, just last call, any other apps where this has happened on or people invited you to?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know
I'm
of.
sure they exist.
Sure.
Not that I know of.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm trying to think. Any people that would post, you mentioned hardcore stuff. That was a category on the dark web. I mean, you mentioned you're curious. Look, we've all seen the video. We've all seen videos.
Not that hardcore. it's not that kind of.
Well, yes, correct. But I'm saying we've all seen we don't actually like. Okay. So I just want to know like what kind of what entails hardcore? Like what happens in the hardcore stuff? You said it's not that. What is it?
So soft is more like a home video and an app type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hard would involve like the penetration or stuff like that. But it could even like it wasn't necessarily on the border of like the force or tears and crying like that side. There's also the hurt. There is a category.
What's
like the violent stuff that I did not get into that. I knew it existed, didn't deal with that in that section. That's
Okay.
the section that you're thinking of.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just fully curious because, like I said, we've all peeked behind a door before we want to peek behind. What happens in the hardcore stuff?
I didn't go there. Did not delve to that side.
Okay. Has anybody ever just sent you that?
I don't think it was in any of those. Again, that's kind of they're in their own world and category. So
Okay.
if that's not what you're going for, I don't think that was where you were going to end up, essentially.
So there's 3 categories, basically softcore, hardcore, and hurtcore.
Pretty much.
Okay. So hardcore, you said hardcore was crying, or?
No, no. That falls more like in the forceful type falls into the next category.
Okay, got it. So on your computer, because obviously if you said you had 100 gigabytes, that means you've seen more than 100 gigabytes worth of stuff, because I'm not every single thing is getting saved. How did you distinguish what to save or pick and choose? Like for example, on a flash drive, like how did you distinguish what to put on there?
I just transferred over there just to try to keep it off the laptop. Essentially, there wasn't any distinction.
Okay, but how did you distinguish what to put on your laptop in the first place?
That's just where it ended up. That's where it downloaded to, essentially.
Oh, is it auto download?
I mean, I clicked the download link.
Okay.
Yeah, it just went to the files.
Download link, so like download the mega link.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way I can get a water?
Yeah, I get your water. My GM is slightly more suspicious.
Yeah, that's fine. Just if you don't mind, if I could have a water.
Yeah. Do you want me to just go and get you one, or
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, you missed Easter?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We're set up. Everything's set.
We're trying to figure out what's going
What can that lead to?
So, it depends on what you tell us and what we have, okay? So I'll go ahead, are you aware of your Miranda rights? Alright. So obviously you're not free to leave, we're gonna detain you right now, okay? You're not under arrest, but we are just trying to figure out and sort some things through. You have the right to remain silent, you have the right to have an attorney present with you during questioning. If you don't have one can be appointed to you as a boss, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand everything we told you? Okay. Knowing this, knowing your rights, knowing you don't have to talk to us, can you tell us who these gentlemen are and why they're here?
Yeah, I don't know how deep into who they are exactly.
Okay.
I had chatted with them and made some mistakes.
All right, you made some 4 mistakes. You want to elaborate on that?
I had messaged them some underage content.
Okay. With this underage content, is it something that you're asking When you're saying underage content, do you mean like explicit underage content? Okay, all right. Is this stuff that you currently have in your possession?
I do not, and that's the honest answer. It has been purged. At the moment, I do not have it.
When did you purge this stuff?
About 2 weeks ago.
All right, 2 weeks ago, you took it off of wherever.
I took it off of all of my PMS devices. Now, he brought up a good point of, I reformatted a computer and did not reformat it. I deleted it and emptied it out of recycling bin. So the evidence may still be there, but I don't have the technological know-how to retrieve it at this time. So it's gone in terms of my access to it.
Okay. What kind of devices did you have this on?
Not a laptop.
Flash drive.
If there was a flash drive, yes.
Where's the flash drive?
Somewhere in my apartment.
Okay.
I mean, I have used that, and actually, not for a long time. I did it for
What kind of flash drive is it?
regular USB.
Solid, brown, is it like SanDisk?
I think it's the silver flash drive.
The laptop, what kind of laptop do you have?
It's an HP.
What color is it?
Line.
And, do you have anything on your cell phone?
I do not.
Did you ever have anything on your cell phone?
Not downloaded directly to it
Okay, so is it something that you access remotely?
through apps.
Through apps? Okay.
Which apps? Telegram mainly. And Mega and GA, but that was more of a, you would open a link from Telegram and take you to Mega, and it never stayed in the secondary app until you moved it again.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Mega, essentially it'll be in the form of a WebM or an MP4 or something like that. That is
Pretty much.
downloaded once you click
No.
that link.
No, not downloading, it's like a short access.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay. You have your phone with you, sir?
I do.
And this is just a fair new bag. I'll just take this and place it in the bag. Is there anything else you have on your person, USB drive, anything like a keychain or something like that you have?
For what?
Like anything that would, like any kind of electronic storage device on your person right now?
No,
Or
no.
anywhere in the building that you have?
No.
All right, you mentioned you have.
Like I have my car key, like, is that true? Like,
Well, you have a keychain, like, I keep my USB drives on a keychain.
No.
So I
No,
can
not
have it with me for work purposes.
not related to this. No.
Okay. You said you have an apartment, where is your address?
9.
Who lives with you there?
Me.
Just me, okay. And, so no roommates, no girlfriends, nothing
I
like
have
that?
a girlfriend who works long distance.
Okay, alright. Do you live there by yourself and all your stuff, like the computer, hard drive, and all that crap, that's at your house, your apartment? Okay. Anything in your vehicle? Okay. What vehicle are you driving?
I'm actually in a rental car.
What kind of
For the rental, it's a Nissan Kicks, I think.
Kids?
Yeah.
Okay. So, explain to me exactly how you got involved with these individuals.
I had chatted with them, assuming they were somebody that was looking for the same thing I was,
Okay. And you remember about when this started?
about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
The overall issues that I've had probably started a few years ago.
What are you talking about?
Just the general.
Okay.
Content, yeah.
And you said that happened when? That started when?
A few years ago.
A few years ago?
I don't know exactly. I don't have a pinpoint.
Okay. what brought this on you then?
I've struggled with it regularly about a decade, and then a few years ago, just the curiosity, and then realized actually it was incredibly easy to find, and then just kind of developed from something that was like I think it was more out of boredom what I already had, and then realized the ease of access, and it was just downhill from there.
And I understand it could be uncomfortable to talk about, but like,
I want to be as helpful as possible.
Right.
I understand it's a problem.
we're all dudes here, and obviously you don't just go from like a to
Right.
So there was like, do you think there was like a period in between where like you were getting more and more of the fetishes and stuff like that, and eventually it just wasn't enough, or like what drove you to that point?
I don't know if there was an underlying curiosity that I just had. I remember when I first got into 10 years ago, like trying to find like people that were my age at the time. I don't know if that just stuck. Right. 10 years later, I don't really know where it came from. It has never turned into physical in-person interaction. I do not care for that at all. You know, working at a hotel, seeing kids here, there's no crossover there.
Right.
Strictly was the interest digitally.
Is it images and videos, or what are you looking at?
Yeah.
And is it male, female, both? Okay.
What are the typical age ranges for the stuff you possess?
Toddler, 16, I guess.
So if we were to go to your house, your apartment, and look, would there be anything there that would have stuff on it?
Not to the naked eye, you may have a program you have access to running that's in the metadata of the laptop itself. But to physically just open up my files and no, it is gone. I do not know if there is a technical way to retrieve it beyond what I'm capable of.
Okay. So
And I will not deny that there may be like the metadata, like I said, somewhere deep in it, but no, to just open it and access it, no.
And for me, the older guy, doesn't really understand all this new technology kind of stuff. So when you're saying metadata, what is that exactly?
I don't know.
So is it like an online cloud storage thing where you have access to
No,
it or website?
it's just like a regular file. Like if you were to take a Word doc, essentially, when you delete your Word doc, it goes to recycle bin. I cleared, like there's nothing in the recycle bin. So if there's any way to retrieve your Word doc more technically advanced than I don't know how to get to.
So that you had the files on your hard drive, and then you've since erased them and went to the recycling bin and cleared your recycling bin and done stuff.
Yes, so there is a way, or if there is evidence of it on the hard drive, it very well may be. But in my eyes, they're not on like the ready to go.
Except for the possible silver flash drive that you
That
have.
is also, that's empty.
Oh, that's empty too?
Yes.
Alright, is this also at your house?
Yes.
Is there anything else at your house that would have something like this on it that you may have forgotten about? That, okay. So we have a couple ways we can start going through this stuff. Obviously, we appreciate your cooperation. We do want to make sure that you don't have possession of this stuff.
Sure.
Obviously, it's been brought to our attention. We have to do something about it.
Please,
We don't.
help. Yeah.
Sure. Is this something that you would consent to a search of your apartment? If not, we understand, but we're just trying to make sure that there's nothing like this floating around anymore.
Do we have like is it like a would go now and do like how does that work?
Yeah, you can go now.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that. Yeah, I guess I could just clear some things like my boss. Technical integration.
Okay, so Again, if you weren't gonna, agree to a search, we could do a search when we're on the house based off of the stuff that we have now.
Yeah,
the things that we have. I just,
If it comes down to search with the warrant or without, I can cooperate with you.
that's fine, and we're not going and kicking in doors and tearing up the house.
Yeah, please.
But we are concerned about the type of material that we're talking about.
And I don't want you to feel like this is a situation of, we're gonna search it either way, whether, you say you have a constitutional right to refuse the search. We will, based off of the statements that you've made, the evidence that these gentlemen have gathered, we will basically take that and present that to a magistrate and request a search warrant. They may grant it, they may not, based off of what we have.
No,
We don't want you to feel like.
I can provide it for you. It's not there.
So basically, long story short, we wanna make sure we're not trying to coerce you into doing something you don't wanna do, you have the right to refuse a search. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm happy to cooperate and help show you it's not there.
Okay. How do you want?
Let me call Wesley. I say we, at this point, get him signed out a consent
Consent
search
form.
form, and we can knock this out right now.
Okay, yeah, and your phone, is there anything that we could look at on your phone right now?
What would you like?
That's the thing, the phones, when we do things like this, and I've been search warrants on phones in the past, they come with like a program, and there's like tons of things, whether you realize they're or not. There's like apps that, store pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
You see like games that have photographs and things like that on it. Is there anything on the phone right now that show us, or is there like the apps on the phone? Do you have still access to this?
Yeah, I mean,
stuff?
we can go through them.
This is nothing to, this is just a Faraday bag, making sure nobody can access it from outside, that's why, just put it in real quick.
I mean, if you want to open anything, there's nothing here.
Where do you normally access this stuff, like you said, you're using apps,
so
do you
it's-
still have these apps?
No, they're gone.
Okay.
No, I deleted the account that they were associated with, and the other one is an anonymous browser, so it wasn't any, I didn't have an account for that one.
Okay.
That was just the one used to access the link itself, so those are gone.
And what apps you saying they were, Telegram and Mega, is it MGA?
MEGA.
MGA. Gotcha. And Mega is what?
It's essentially a file storage and accessing app.
Okay. Are they both Telegram the same thing, or is Telegram something
Two
different?
separate, two separate entities.
Telegram is, how to communicate with other people, or, is it like a?
Are you familiar with WhatsApp?
A little bit, yeah.
Similar to that concept. It's the anonymity.
Okay, so you,
secure messaging.
like texting with other people, but it's not an actual phone, it's not connected to like Sprint or Verizon.
Not that hard.
Yeah. Okay. If you're ready,
It's in yes.
thanks. And phone number for you? Alright, so basically my partner's talking about getting a consent search form. If you're willing to do that, that's fine. We'll just ask you to sign it, or, probably go with us, if you're gonna go over there.
Yeah, I can help you provide a located.
Okay. And then, we'll just go from there. And if we do find something like an external storage device, things like that, probably seize it.
Okay.
and then go through a little bit more detailed search after the fact. Okay. So just letting you know, straight up, if we do this, there are gonna be items that are gonna be seized, and it's something that we will explore further. I'm not sure about, going back and being able to retrieve erased data. I don't know if that's possible. If it is, that's something we might look at. But we're just making sure that there's nothing there that we need to. Okay. So give us a few minutes, and then we'll head out. Okay. So just as soon as my apartment come back, we'll talk to you.
What was the conversation to keep going until they arrived?
But yeah, basically, I appreciate you being accountable to everybody. In our experience, like, truly people that actually cooperate and are willing to be accountable, like, do get the slaps on the wrist. I mean, okay.
Sandra, if you're still in here, thank you for the 500 dono. Thank you for everything that's donated so far. Wow, we had 1,000 people on this live stream. Yeah. We are currently we are in North Carolina, and we're gonna go get another photo today. Oh, what's up, Australia? The other cash should be today. Yeah, 1,000 people. We topped at 1,000 people. Nice. Thanks, Short Bus, for the one. Ask how much mobile it is. God. Thank you, Rick Rollins, for the one. Good work as always. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Brian Toppy, for the one. Over 1,000. You guys are the best non-stop catches. Hey, what can I say? We put in that work. I think we're going to Virginia next. I may be wrong. Yeah, probably. Thank you, Fab Gab, for the one. Index for eyes. Thank you, Fab Gab. Thank you, Short Bus, for the one. Yeah. Thank you, Colleen. Yeah, you is Kristen. Joe Biden for the 5 other than the next county over. I know his family. Yeah, shout out to the decoys. Shout out to Hannah for decoying this one. That we can't do without you guys, your guys' help. We're in North Carolina right now. Thank you, Adam, for the one. Say hi to Tyrone for me. Can you, we are currently in North Carolina. That's what. Thank you, Tacoma Joe, for the 2. Excellent catch. Appreciate it. No, I think I saw 1.1 people, like 1.1 thousand people in here. So like 1,100, you know. Seems like, usually on Rumble we have like what? Like 3,000 people, but we're all local, so. Not a bad live stream. Thank you, Ryan, for the 2. Good work catching this. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Bill, for the 1 when you will leave Michigan. Probably not during this trip, maybe next time. Oh, no, yeah, I can. Thank you, Steve, for the 1. Ask him if you. What is Thank you, Spacey, for the 1. Great job. Thank you, Spacey. I appreciate that.
Alright, so just real quick, I'm gonna put this back in the bag. And just because you have access to stuff before on your phone,
Understand.
we'll be seizing the phone until we can determine what is on there, if there is anything on there, and then you will get your phone back. Okay?
Understand.
I'm not coming with you or.
No, not yet. We're just still kind of sorting this whole thing out. We're trying to get the details and everything organized so that we can all go over there together. Well, not them, but, you and us, and then we'll look and see if we can find, if there is something there. Like I said, when we go over there, we can't just like look at it and be like, okay, this is good. We have to take it, give it to somebody else to look at it. Somebody that does like digital forensics, and then we'll go from there. But yes, we will be seizing items. If you have a problem with that, you have to tell us now. Just let us know. Just say, look, I don't want to do this. If you revoke consent at any time, which you can, that's something. Just tell us right away. Just say, look, I'm not comfortable with this anymore. Just tell us stop, and then we'll go back and we'll approach another route. Okay. So at no time are you being coerced to do anything you don't want to do. You still have rights. You're not under arrest at this point. We are detaining you because of the things that you've told us. Right? Obviously, it's illegal. You know that. So I just want to make sure that we do this by the numbers, everything's right, and nobody feels like they don't have rights, or we want to make sure we do everything on the up and up. Okay?
Understand.
and I further authorize said officers to remove from my residence person, real or personal property, and motor vehicle, whatever documents or items of property whatsoever which they determine pertinent to their investigation, with the understanding that said officers will give me a receipt for whatever is removed. I am giving permission to the officers freely and voluntarily without undue pressures or promises having been made to me. And here. Can you just go over that, please? Date below that. Here. 13, please. And time is 2:12 p.m. Yep, he's got my email address, I gave him my business card, so he's gonna send me screenshots, the one that did the, conversation.
Yeah, if you want to fill out, you can tell me whatever you want, and we'll meet you outside. What are you driving?
It's a Nissan case. It's got Maryland plates.
You guys have your IDs with you?
In the car.
In the car? Alright,
Yep.
we can do it outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early, completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals.